See what makes this clown so happy. May I have your attention, please? To the owner of the blue car in the north parking lot, your lights are on and your doors are locked. What do you mean? What's the car's license plate number? How should I know? No, I won't go and look. What? Is the mic? Oh.
Door! Door! Damned old maid.
I can't get the door. I'm too busy.
Ha! What keeps an old maid busy? Yes? Look, young man, I don't know who you are, and I don't care. If you're selling something, we don't want it. And if this is a courtesy call from AARP, thank you and goodbye. Yes?
I'm looking for, Sister Mary Margaret.
Who?
Mary Margaret McLean. I was informed she would be here.
Maggie? Son, you're a bit behind times. Maggie kicked the habit decades ago.
I was told.
You were told wrong.
Wait a minute, old man. I have a story to get, and you're not going to stop me. I want to see Sister.
Spunky kid. Who you with?
The Sentinel.
Where'd you get your lead on this place?
An anonymous tip.
There's no such thing as an anonymous tip today. You can trace everything.
Unsigned note of the night depository at the newspaper.
Check her fingerprints.
Jeez, it's just a story about a freaking nun.
Watch your mouth. Can't be too careful. Come in. Anybody see you come here?
I don't know.
Who knows you're here?
Who are you? The FBI?
I could be your worst enemy if you don't give me the answers I want. Who knows you're here?
Nobody.
Good.
Well, see, I did tell...
I don't like wells.
I told my roommate I was going to the mall.
Roommate? Male or female?
What?
Is your roommate a male or a female?
Female? What difference does it make?
A great deal. Now you sit there, be quiet, and wait right there for Maggie. You've made me wait. Sit tight.
Wow! Who be ye?
Who, me?
Yes, ye.
Count Percival with the Sentinel.
Ah, a member of the Fifth Estate. Esteemed press coming to expose our little secrets. I hope you have a lot of ink in your pen. William Henderson here. Welcome to the MBH.
I'm sorry. I must have missed something. I'm a little confused.
Then you're in the right place. There's always an air of confusion here. It wouldn't be the MBH if it weren't.
Weren't what?
Confusing. You'll get used to it. It's like a fog. After you've been wandering around in it for a while, it seems normal.
Are you the doctor here?
No.
Well, I just thought it was a
Oh,
call.
no, I work at the drugstore. The jacket makes me look important. My mom wanted me to be a doctor. I didn't have the smarts for it. So I went to work for the drugstore right out of high school. It's been 60 years now. I'm the only one that's been to the mall drugstore since it opened. All the rest are gone. They just don't stick with it.
Do you regret not going to medical school?
Land's sakes, no. All that schooling, all that stress. No stress in finding diapers for distraught fathers. Or finding just the right cough syrup for that late night hacker. Still, being a clerk does have its fun moments.
Really?
Oh, sure. I like to sneak behind the counter and cash out the youngins buying condoms for the first time.
You can tell when it's
Sure, the first time? Sure, they come strutting in the place all puffed up and sure of themselves. Wander around for a bit. Then they circle that condom rack like vultures waiting for a dying cow. They look around, hands in their pocket, while they check out each and every box. Then, with the reflexes of a mongoose attacking a cobra, they grab the box they want and hightail it to the farthest deserted register.
And you're there waiting for them.
Sure. They come slinking up to the register and slide that box across like it's a top secret, and we're working for the CIA, they never look you in the eye. Hell, the only way I'd be able to identify them in a lineup is from the tops of their head. Well, anyways, I pick up the box and claim the scanner's broken and call for price check. Figure, if there was a zero, they'd stand their ground. Most just run off with red face, cursing under their breath.
You don't really do that every time.
Oh, sure. I know I should. But there's no fun in a drugstore. You have to make it fun. You have to write that down, are you? I don't want anybody to know about that.
Okay.
Write that down.
Willie, where are you?
In here, Alethea.
Willie, are you in here?
Right here, Alethea. She's a little hard of hearing. Look, we have a visitor.
How do you do? We don't get very many visitors here. You about ready to go, Willie?
Almost.
Where do you work?
Well, hurry up, little Willie Bear.
She works in the food court. Can't you tell from her outfit?
I didn't want to presume.
We had to take her off the register one day when she ordered 350 fries for one customer.
Whoa.
He's got hives. Willie,
Oh.
give him something for it. Willie's wonderful. He's like a walking drugstore.
Never mind. Kent here's with the paper.
Oh, I don't read the paper. Too frightening.
Come on, Alethea. Let's go.
Isn't he a little old for a paper boy? Cute, though. Well, not as cute as you, Willie.
Wait a minute. You can't leave me here like this. What about Sister Mary Margaret?
You go on ahead, Alethea. What about sister?
I was told to talk to her for my story.
She called you.
No. I got this note. It said, go to the door marked MBH at the mall and ask for Sister Mary Margaret McLean.
Oh, that puts us in a bit of a pickle.
What does the MBH stand for?
I suppose sister should tell you that. She's running up late. I guess I'll just sit with you and wait.
Won't you be late?
It won't matter.
So, how many people live here?
7. Now, no more questions.
4.
Get down.
What?
If you value your life, duck.
What was that?
Oh, look like a tee shot. All clear.
What's going on?
Good shot, no doubt about it. Sure to make par in this hole. No doubt about it, easy par. No doubt about it. Ooh. Dog leg to the right, gotta watch the hazards. Good shot, good shot. Two.
I better be going.
Oh, hello. Hello, Willie. Why, you must be Kent Percival. Mary Margaret McLean here.
He was just leaving.
Oh, nonsense. You just got here. Why, no reporter worth his salt is going to run away from the good story after...
Jim went down the fairway, 4th hole, I think.
Oh, no little golf ball's going to scare you away, is it? Willie, you'd better get off to work. Mr. Percival and I need to have a little chat.
Son, you look a little pale. I'd give you something for that to help with your nerves.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Willie, get to work now. You're going to be late. They'll be sending out a search party soon.
Oh, all right. I'm on my way.
Now, Mr. Percival, why don't you sit down right here? You look as if you need to get off your feet. What brings a reporter from the Sentinel to our fine establishment? Excuse me?
How did...
I'm psychic. Didn't Willie tell you? I'm the psychic nun. I can see things. I know things. I know it was a note in the night depository box that led you here. Oh, I have a few groceries to put away. I'll be right back.
What was that?
Oh, I just locked the door so you won't run away before we've had a chance to have our talk.
do.
It's very nice here. Don't you think?
I do.
Do you know if there's another door out of here?
I do.
Could you tell me where it is?
Preston. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Seraphina, you belong right back here, and you know it. You leave Mr. Percival alone.
Thank you.
Seraphina's harmless.
Are you sure?
Certainly. Now, you wanted to talk to me?
Well, I got this note, but you know that already. What else do your psychic powers tell you?
Absolutely nothing. I ran into Henry on his way to work, and he filled me in about your arrival.
Well, that wasn't very nice. You mean you didn't really lock the door and I could have gotten, well, left anyway?
Oh, no. I did lock the door. And no, you're not going anywhere. Now, tell me about that note.
Simple enough. Go to the door marked MBH at the mall and ask for Sister Mary Margaret McLean. I assume there'd be a good story here, so here I am. Now tell me, what does the MBH stand for?
Mall boarding house.
A boarding house at the mall? Whose idea was that?
Well, that's kind of a long story.
I've got all afternoon and lots of paper and ink.
I'm not sure it's time that people on the outside knew. But, well, it all started with Seraphina. She's in the Guinness Book of World Records, you know.
No. For what? Scariest bride?
No. Underneath all that taffeta and lace is a beautiful woman. Well, maybe not quite so beautiful anymore, but once she was alluring and seductive.
Once?
Once, but no more. But back to the record book. She is, as far as anyone knows, the world's most jilted bride. Been left at the altar 18 times. 19 if you count Eduardo. Eduardo! Yes, Eduardo was her first love. They were to be married at St. Jude's Church. Seraphina was ready to walk down the aisle when suddenly shots rang out, and Eduardo dropped like a skydiver without a parachute right there on the chancel steps.
Oh my.
Yes, Eduardo! Some people say it was the Spanish mob.
I didn't know there was a Spanish mob.
Most people don't. They're a very jealous brotherhood. They call themselves the Zoroastrians. Do you believe everything you hear?
No. Why?
No reason. Anyway, Seraphina was devastated. She went to work in a bridal shop shortly after the tragic death of Eduardo. She always said, my misery shouldn't prevent me from helping others to the altar. After that horrible day, every one of her prospective bridegrooms made it to the altar at St. Jude's, but the minute the organist started playing, Here Comes the Bride, it was, There Goes the Groom. 18 times. Sad. Very sad.
Poor woman.
Oh, and Seraphina wasn't the only one affected. The ripple effect was everywhere around her.
Ripple effect?
Yes, St. Jude's hasn't held a wedding since the day Eduardo was shot. The minute the organ starts to play any kind of wedding music at all, well, it's like machine gun fire, and every single man disappears. Besides that, Seraphina had to use an assumed name everywhere she worked. Well, she was an excellent saleswoman, but who would buy a wedding dress from the cursed one? Yes, that's what they called her all those years. Sad. Very sad.
Poor woman. Poor.
My, but you're quick.
Why aren't you getting down?
Well, let's see. This is the 5th hole, par 5. Jim's too far away to worry.
How can you stand it?
Oh, one gets used to the idiosyncrasies of old age.
Lunacy, more like it. But what about the boarding house?
Oh, well, yes. Well, when Seraphina started working here at the bridal shop at this mall, she started to think about her future. No husband, no family, no pension. Things were going to be tough. Then one day, she overheard the mall owners discussing some business dealings. Sounded a little shady to her, so with a little detective work and some help from the Brotherhood.
Zoroastrians.
Yes. You be sure and put that in there. People are going to want to know about that. Well, as it was, she got the skinny on those guys, and she cut a deal to put up this boarding house. A secret habitat for clerks without pensions. We all live here for free. But when one of us goes to that great mall in the sky, we secretly replace them. It's been going on like that for years.
So, everyone here is or was a clerk at a store in the mall?
Yes. When Seraphina's legs gave out a few years ago, she had to give up work at the bridal shop. Jim's reality has been replaced with his perpetual golf game. Well, most days he goes down to the sports shop, but they gently tell him it's time to tee off, and he scurries back here to start his daily round of golf.
4!
Watch out!
There he is now.
Good shot, no doubt about it. On the green, no more hazards. Good shot, no doubt about it.
Chip shot onto the 5th green. No danger. I've decided that Jim is somewhat of an idiot savant.
I think you're half right.
Now, don't talk like that. If you're going to write about the MBH, you need to be objective and stick to the facts.
I get the picture. Stick to the facts. What about you, sister? What's your story?
You look hungry. Would you like some brownies? We always have some brownies around here to snack on. Why, brownies is one of our favorite food groups. Let me get you some. Something to drink?
Thanks, water will be fine.
I'll be right back.
Eduardo, is that you?
No, it isn't.
4! Good shot, no doubt about it. Sure to make a fire in this hole. No doubt about it. What's the matter, son? Lost one of your balls?
Oh, smart move. 6-hole has a long fairway. Get yourself up over there and take that jacket off. You won't need that jacket here.
I noticed. Thank you. Let me get off my jacket. Thank you. Now, let's get back to your story.
My story? Well, I am a nun. Once a nun, always a nun, I was told. I've been true to my vows and the Sisters of St. Francis. I just moved from wearing a habit to maintaining them. As I was a junior high school teacher for 35 years before I was asked to leave academia.
Kicked out?
Not really.
Stripped of your habit?
Certainly not. Why, around the hallways of St. Bartimaeus Academy, I was known as the Exterminator.
The Exterminator?
Yes. I received that unfortunate moniker when in a frenzy I broke a yardstick. Not unlike this one over the head of a young man in science class. I got a little carried away when his indecent language irritated me beyond all self-control. I attacked him. I was shouting, "Pest! Pest!" Why, that foul-mouthed little bastard deserved every welt he got. After that, I was known as the Exterminator. Not to my face, of course, but I heard the whispers in the hall.
Was that how you were asked to leave?
Oh, heavens no. I stayed on for another 20 years after that incident, continuing my campaign against the forces of evil that rampaged through our youth. Had to discontinue my campaign for decency when I was discovered patrolling the boys' locker room on prom night. Yardstick in hand, I planned to shorten the career of any would-be stud when the principal, Father Breckenridge, a far more liberal man of the cloth than I was, found me hiding behind a row of lockers. He told me to pack my bags and leave the next day.
Wasn't your behavior a little aggressive?
It was a crusade! A crusade against decency and decency everywhere. I will not tolerate it anywhere. Anywhere! I will beat the little pests into the ground! Into the ground! Oh, excuse me. There I go again. Yes, well, where was I? Well, after leaving the hallowed halls of education, I started work here, security at the mall, and part-time at the card shop.
4!
What are we
Good shot. Easy par.
Does he always get par?
Oh, yes. Never a bogey. Never even a birdie. Always par.
Have you ever thought what would happen if the ball went off course or, well, rolled on at least the furniture anyway?
Oh, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's fine the way it is. Vivian, what have you used? Is my hair messed up? My makeup? No, Vivian, you're lopsided.
It's unnatural.
Well, thank you. Who might you be?
Can't Percival.
Oh, he's a reporter with the Sentinel. Oh, reporter, eh? Make sure you get my good side.
I don't have a camera.
What kind of a reporter are you, anyway?
One.
Oh, 8-hole, long fairway, duck!
Good shot. Good shot. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Now look at me. Oh, what is with this new look? Whatever happened to the natural look? This isn't natural. This is nothing. Nothing. So if I don't get my sales up, I'm done. Done.
What do you mean?
Yesterday, the boss calls us all together. Get your sales up, he says. Then he starts screaming at us. Pump them up, pump them up. Get those sales up. Well, I jumped up. You know how I could get so caught up in the emotion of the moment. I jumped up and told him, up yours. Well, he must have misunderstood what I meant. He turned all red and couldn't talk, so I walked out. Oh, that's why you got home so early yesterday. Well, I figured I had to do something, so I came up with a new look. It was a new look, now it's just the old look back again.
Did it work?
What?
Did it get your sales up?
Oh, people couldn't keep their eyes off me. You bet my sales were up. Problem was, every time I turned around at the counter, I'd knock something off. I don't know how some of those women do it. Well, that snot-nosed wuss of a supervisor told me I was too distracted. Me? Too distracting? He told me to leave, the ungrateful. On the way home, some punk with spiked hair out to here bent over and, well, we collided and boom! What an echo! People were dropping to the floor like a gun had gone off. I hightailed it home. Excuse me, I have to redo my figure and get back to the store. No matter what that kid says about being distracted, my sales are up, and I'm gonna keep them up.
Wow, this is turning into some story.
Now, don't get carried away. You know you've got to stick
Stick
to
to
the
the
facts.
facts. I know, besides, no one will believe all of this.
Is everyone all right?
Why? Certainly.
Someone came into the store and said shots have been fired in the mall.
Oh, that was Vivian. She shot off one of her breasts.
Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. Poor woman. Is she going to live? How did it happen?
Some kid came up to her.
Oh, those hoodlums. They should be banned from the mall. Put behind bars, the scum of the earth. Is she?
She's in her room.
Oh, they brought her here to die, surrounded by those that love her.
She is not going to die. She's fixing her breasts.
Breasts? Both of them?
The other one flat when she hit the floor.
Oh, they dropped her? Oh, those clumsy cats. We gotta do something to save her. Call 911.
Willie, we do not need 911. Vivian is fine.
She just doesn't have any boobs left. Or right.
How can you sit and make light of this? A woman's future hangs in the balance and you joke about it?
I wouldn't say anything's hanging anymore.
We don't joke like that around here. We cherish life like it's
Willie.
precious to us, and we treat each other like brother
Willie,
and
let
sister.
go.
I will never have you say anything about those that I love. Do you hear?
Willie.
Do you hear?
Don't you touch me again, old man. I can file a charge with assault against you. You almost killed me.
I'm sorry. I guess I got carried away.
Everyone seems to get carried away here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Percival. I apologize. Let me give you a big I'm sorry hug.
So you can squeeze me to death? I don't think so. Stay away from me.
Does this mean I'm out of the story?
Oh, no, you'll be in it. You can count on that.
Good. My name's never been in the paper before. I figured I'd only see the obituary and that would be it. Ironic. I wouldn't to see it. Do you believe in the afterlife, Mr. Percival?
I'm hoping for one more than ever.
I figure we hang around long enough for this life. No sense hanging around after we're gone. One last gasp of air, the old ticker shuts down, and poof, we're out of here. I don't know where we go, but it's got to be better than this. Are you sure I can't give you that hug?
No hugs, no charges. We'll call it even.
Good. Let's all sit down.
Could I have some more water, please?
Certainly. Willie, some for you?
Yes, thank you. I'm a little drained after all this excitement. We don't get much excitement around here.
I find that hard to believe.
So, Mr. Percival, are you getting enough material for your story?
More than enough.
Supper! Who's got supper? I got supper. I know it's early.
Alethea, where did you get it?
I got bean burritos, tacos, enough for everybody.
Alethea? Alethea!
What?
Where did you get all that food?
I'm glad you're here too, Willie. I missed you.
Did you get it out of the trash?
I don't have hash. I have Mexican. Olé!
Alethea sometimes gets the food off the tables at the food court and brings it home to us. She thinks she's doing us a favor. Alethea, where did you get it?
I was behind the counter at the Mexicali menu
You
stand.
weren't on the register, were you?
I was putting garbage away. Someone yelled, "Shots fired in the mall!" At least I think that's what they said. It must have been, because that food court emptied like St. Jude's Church at one of Seraphina's weddings. Since no one was around, I picked up what was on the counter and flamingoed my way home. Supper!
Someone say supper.
Hey, good Lord!
Vivian, I didn't know it was Halloween.
Grand, aren't they?
More like the Grand Tea Times.
I'm so glad you're all right.
Why, I feel fine.
They said you shot off your breast.
Oh, I don't think I have enough or any other gas.
That won't happen again. I packed these beauties into a padded bra. I'm safe against most everything.
I was so frightened. I thought we'd lost you. Give me a big hug.
Thanks, but no thanks. Can't take any chances that the pressure might cause a downturn in my uplift. Willie, what is with all this hugging lately? You haven't taken one of your little pills again, have you?
I might have.
Supper in 2. Would someone tell him we already get the paper and get rid of him?
Might have, Willie.
Oh, all right, I did. But when I heard shots had been fired in the mall, my heart started to race. I had to do something, so I reached in.
No, Willie, just sit down. Relax. When he takes one of his little pills, he suffers from terrible mood swings.
Really?
Oh, nigh pull. Hard dog leg to the left. Duck! Damn! Double him!
Hard to get out of the green. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Oh,
Coming over hazards. Through the rough. Through the rough. On my way. On my way.
Thank you. Now look at me. Flat as a pancake.
That's right. Supper.
Vivian, don't you think you've overdone it? I have to keep up. Those young girls look so good, they get all the good sales. When my balloons are in the right places, customers don't see the lines in my face, and I get some of the sales
They were very good. I especially enjoyed the crunchy little chocolate bits.
Oh dear. You know, I really wasn't expecting you to eat all 4 of them.
Those weren't funny brownies like back in the 70s. Were they? Please tell me they weren't.
Oh, no. Nothing like back in the 70s.
I have to have a clear head to write the story, whatever story it is. Please tell me those brownies won't mess up my head. Tell me they won't, please.
Oh, no, they won't mess up your head. You don't need to bother yourself about that. It's more the other end you have to worry about.
Good. This story would be a chance for me to make a name for myself. I'm not the type of person who wants to write obituaries and report on car accidents the rest of his life. Not that they aren't important, they are. But it's not me. I want to dig up some real dirt and make some headlines.
Oh, do you think this story is going to be your big break?
Sure. Blackmail, murder, drug dealing.
That's what you see here? That's your story?
Absolutely. I see a series. An expose on the killing cunning of seniors. How to defeat the system by whatever means it takes. Yes! It's about beating the system. What'd you do that for?
You haven't heard anything. It's not about beating anything.
No? You're pretty handy with that yardstick.
It's about surviving. That's what it's about. Surviving. Plain and simple. Why, without the MBH, we'd be lost in a sea of statistics. Desperate, lonely people with no future. At least here, we've got each other.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your sermon, but may I use your bathroom? All of a sudden, my stomach feels a little queasy.
Oh, certainly. Second door on the left. Good. Serves him right for eating all of them. Well, Seraphina, it seems we have somewhat of a dilemma. What to do with our young Mr. Percival? That little note that someone left in the night depository box could be our undoing. We can't let that happen. The laxative in those brownies will keep him occupied for a little while, but after that...
Eduardo?
No, honey. We'll find him.
Eduardo, come to me, my love. I'm right here.
Some people just can't make up their minds.
Now what?
They don't need me in menswear anymore today. They prefer I filled in women's fashion. I wish they'd make up their mind. Everyone else still at work? Oh, I heard there was a shooting.
Oh, I'll tell you about that later. They're all in the dining room, eating bean burritos. Olay.
Not again. Maggie, every time Alethea brings home Mexican for dinner, they stink up the house for days. Did you give them anything? One of those pills to plug up the gas leaks?
Oh, no, I did not, and I've been a little preoccupied with our reporter, Mr. Percival.
Is he still here?
Yes, in the bathroom. Brownies. 4.
4? Good God, he may not get out of there until tomorrow. Didn't you warn him?
No, I did not, and I'm glad I didn't. Why, that reporter wannabe is making us out to be degenerates and gangsters or something. He hasn't even seen the half of it.
I don't care anymore. I live my life as I choose. We all do. I'm not about to change my persona for some young cub reporter. We're not material for the Inquirer of 60 Minutes. We'll figure a way to rid ourselves of this problem. But right now, I have to change for work. Well, if it isn't the 3 amigos, where's number 4?
Jim is setting up his tee shot.
And Vivian, looks like you've busted out all over it. It isn't even June.
2 balloons and a little helium to lift and separate. What'd you think of them?
A little over the top. Any more helium, and we'd be leading you around on a leash like one of those balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Look, it's necessary, and I wish you would all just accept it. I don't criticize your looks, Henry, or that crazy outfit that Jim wears all the time. I have to get my sails up.
Vivian, you're not a 2-masted schooner.
Willie, let's go for a little walk.
Not now, Alethea. We have a situation.
Did that paper boy finally leave? I hope so. I didn't like him.
No, he's in the bathroom.
What's he doing in there?
He's relieving himself of the after effects of 4 brownies.
4?
Everybody down!
No, Alethea.
Why not?
Brownies, not golf balls.
Golf ball, stop!
No, Alethea.
Willie, where are you taking me?
Listen to me, Alethea. The reporter, the paper boy, ate 4 brownies and is in the bathroom.
Well, I'm not surprised, poor kid. Should we call 911?
I don't think we need to do that.
Well, I hope we're at the end of his route. He's not going to make it very far from here. 4 brownies is likely to kill the little guy.
All right, now that is enough. I've been in situations like this before, and all we have to do is keep our cool.
Damn right he's a fool. Nobody eats 4 Mary's brownies and stays standing up.
No, Alethea, cool, cool.
Ashley's warm in here, if you ask me.
What do you propose we do about this?
Well, I've got a short-term plan, and I'm hoping Henry will come up with something for the long run.
After 4 brownies, I'll bet he's on the run.
That is enough of that. Why, those brownies are designed specifically to meet our senior digestive needs. 1 a day, just like vitamins. How was I to know?
Mary, don't knock yourself out about this.
Who's there?
What?
You said someone was knocking.
Alethea, go get your hearing aid.
Don't need it. I hear perfectly well.
All right, everyone, go to your rooms until you hear me call. I've got an idea. Lily, where are we going?
To our rooms.
Oh, okay, I'm going with you.
Jim, what's wrong?
Oh, gone. Gone. Lost my ball. In her up.
Look under the microwave cart. I think it rolled under there.
I apologize for that. Something I ate must have disagreed with my stomach. I'd like to ask you a few more questions if I could.
Oh, certainly.
You said you work security here at the mall. Just what do you do?
Well, I'm in undercover decency maintenance.
In what?
Undercover decency maintenance.
Continuing your crusade.
Of course.
Just what does an undercover decency maintainer do?
Well, you see, the mall is equipped with highly sensitive hearing devices. I sit in certain areas of the mall, and I listen through an earpiece to what's being said.
Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
So what if it is? Besides, you're in the mall, you're out in the public. What you see and do is public. What the public wants is decency. Decency.
So, I suppose you go around with your yardstick hitting people for all the little indecent comments they make?
Heavens no. There wouldn't be time for it all. Why, to be really effective, you've got to pick out the major offenders and take care of them, one by one.
You'll have to excuse me again.
4. Man down.
Willie, come quickly!
Man down.
I need you, Willie!
Man down.
What's the matter?
Man down.
Cat seems to have gotten in the way of a line drive.
Man
Should we
down.
give him the first aid?
Man down. 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 Man down.
For a little guy, he's awfully heavy.
Oh, call for backup. Man down. Call for backup. Call for backup.
Oh, my goodness.
Call for backup. Back up. Give him room. He needs air. Clear the fairway.
Eduardo, is that you?
No, Seraphina. Eduardo is not here. Understand?
I do.
What happened?
Oh, Jim hit the reporter in the head with a line drive, knocked him out cold.
Man down. Didn't mean it.
Shouldn't we do something?
Well, loosen his collar and maybe get a wet washcloth for his forehead.
There, that should help. What about his belt? Should we loosen his pants and your belts too?
No, that's fine. Why don't you get that wet washcloth now, and please make sure the water's cold.
Well, this is a fine mess we've got ourselves into. We've assaulted someone from the press. That'll look good in the paper. I can see the headlines now. Seniors hit reporter in head and knocked the crap out of him.
Should we notify next of kin?
What to do?
Jim, here's what you can do. Go into there, find your ball, toss it down the fairway. Understand?
Yes, I do. Back to the game. In the rough. Got it. Time to cheat. Nobody watching?
too.
Oh, he's fine.
Fine, he's out cold. So cold, we could probably chop him up and use him as ice chips.
Stop that. The poor boy's been hurt.
That poor boy is about to expose us all.
Well, I don't know about you, but I could use a little exposure.
Just as long as you don't get overexposed.
Oh, that is enough, you two. Think about what to do.
Did anyone call Barney yet? He needs to get the trash out of here. It's piling up all over the place.
Not now. One thing at a time.
Will take all the time you need. Just remember, the longer something lays around, the more it smells. I'm going back to work.
Alethea, your shift is over.
Well, then I'll go change. Why didn't somebody tell me this before?
Should we do CPR on him? What's his name again?
Ken Percival, and no, he doesn't need CPR.
I don't care if he needs it. I just wondered if I could do it. I could use the practice.
No, Vivian, no practice. When he comes to, we have to have a plan.
Jim could clock him with a 5-iron.
What do you want to do, kill him?
Who are we killing now?
I feel fine. I think I'll leave now.
Well,
Oh, there he goes again.
I told you he needed to have his belt loosened.
What are you doing? Leave my kid alone.
Well, I never.
Then I'm not about to be your first.
are you up to a little discussion? Let me help you up.
No, thank you. Who are you? What are you? Oh, I have to go.
Oh, no, we still have to talk.
No, I have to go right now. Oh.
Brownies.
4.
Afternoon, shoppers, and welcome to the mall. Sorry about that little balloon problem earlier. Happy the Clown had nothing to do with it and will still be performing at 3 p.m. Will the teenager with blue spiked hair please report to the customer service counter? We have a few questions we would like to ask you. Attention all parents of small children. Please count your children. We have a young blonde-haired little boy in our office in need of his parents. Please come to the security office as soon as possible and rescue our staff.
Well,
Well, what?
what next?
How should I know? I'm too old for this. We're all too old for this. Can you believe it? Our first visitor in 4 months and he's almost killed us.
Our first visitor in 4 months is about to put us out on the street.
I don't know which would be worse, the streets or the casket.
I'll take the streets.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Hello, hello. This thing must be broken altogether. I can't hear a thing.
Alethea, you have to put it in your ear.
But how am I going to tell if it's working if it's in my ear?
You'll be able to hear if it's working.
But I can't hear. I'm deaf. That's what y'all keep telling me. That's why I bought this contraption.
Alethea, turn it on and put it in your ear. Spares, just in case.
What?
Never mind, just put the damn thing in your ear.
Well, somebody say something. I heard that. I heard that.
We all heard that.
Eduardo? No, Seraphina.
Willie, will you come to my room and help me with this?
Not now, Alethea. We're getting nowhere with this. That young man's going to be out of the bathroom any moment now. And are we going to have to add kidnapping to our list of crimes to protect ourselves?
We haven't committed any crimes yet.
We have to start at the beginning. I want to know who wrote that note that brought him here.
Excuse me.
Me too.
Somebody get an air freshener. The beef burritos are passing through.
Did anybody call Barney? He needs to get the garbage out of here. The smell's worse than ever.
Nothing wrong with her sense of smell.
You're right, it stinks in here.
Hey everyone! Got here as soon as I could. Been pretty busy this afternoon, what with the gunshot and all.
Well, I'm glad you're
off my cart. Be back in a sec. Here. This ought to hold anything you got in here.
Perfect. Perfect.
You better hurry up. I can smell the garbage waiting here.
Barney, you come back in a half an hour. We should have the garbage bagged up by then.
Well, I can do it for you.
Oh, no. No need. We can take care of it ourselves this time.
All right. Half an hour it is then.
You don't suppose Barney could have turned us in, do you?
Barney? No, we tip him big. He wouldn't want to give that up. Not Barney.
The mall owners?
I doubt it. That put them in jeopardy. We still have Seraphina's evidence in the safe.
You don't think one of us did it, do you?
I don't know what to think.
I think we should all take an oath. Each swear we didn't do it. We'll form a circle. Good. Now, each state your name, swear you didn't do it.
I,
Willie
Henderson, swear.
Alethea Crutchfield.
Swear, Alethea, swear.
Damn it!
Swear you didn't do it.
The hell I did! What didn't I do?
We're swearing we didn't tell the newspaper guy about the MBH.
That little runt? Is he still hanging around here? Why doesn't somebody get rid of him?
Well, that did us a lot of good.
I guess no, we know none of us did it.
Oh, are you certain? Any one of us could have lied about it. We haven't solved anything.
I'm behind, falling behind, falling behind. Clear the fairway. All clear, all clear.
I'm going to the store.
Wait a minute, Vivian. We need to make a couple of little adjustments. Subtle, Vivian. Subtle is always best. I hope that doesn't take the wind out of your sails.
How dare you?
I'm going to work.
By the way, Henrietta, that dress makes your ass look like the back end of an elephant. A very large old cow elephant.
One day I am going to sleep with both of them.
I'm going to my room. The smell of the garbage seems to follow you around. Come on, Willie, we got some things to finish. I'll be in my room.
Marion, if something happens, I got no place to go. We gotta keep this place a secret. What are we gonna do?
Well, I've got some ideas. Now, Willie, why don't you run along? I'll be right with you. I've got a plan. Seraphina. Seraphina, do you hear me? I do. I saw Eduardo go down that hallway. He's looking for you. I know he's got to come back this way. Eduardo? Yes, Eduardo, your true love. He's a little confused. That shot he took did a number on his head. Poor Eduardo. Yes, poor Eduardo. You need to help him. He's still in love with you, I'm sure of it. Don't let it get away this time. Eduardo, is that you? It is you, isn't it?
No, it isn't Eduardo.
Eduardo, I love you. Come to me.
Will you unlock the door for me?
I'll do anything you want, my love.
Good, so unlock the door already.
No, I'll not let you get away again. Come to me, Eduardo. Let me smother you in my arms.
Oh no, you don't.
Eduardo, why are you running away?
I'm not Eduardo.
Eduardo, stop. Please stop. We could be married. You can run, but you'll not get away again.
I'm not your silly Eduardo. I'm Kent Percival. Kent, like Clark Kent. Kent!
Superman? Oh, forget Eduardo. Take me away with you.
No! No! Eduardo is dead! Dead, I tell you!
No, he's alive. You're Eduardo.
No, I'm not. Do I look like Eduardo?
Looks can be deceiving. Besides, people change. Marry me, Eduardo, just like we planned. I've never loved anyone but you.
I'm not your silly old Eduardo. Don't get your stand all full. I'm Kent Percival. Eduardo
right spot, aren't you? Now you listen, you little divot. We have a wonderful home here, and I won't have you wreck it.
You aren't going to hit me with that, are you?
No. But if you write that story, I'll chase you down like Tiger Woods after a championship trophy, and when I find you, I'll wrap this club around your neck like a necktie, and I'll hang you up on the wall, Scuds. Is that clear?
Perfectly clear.
Good. Now get out of my way. I've got to be on the 13th green before the light fades. 4. Good shot. Good shot. Sure to get par in his hole. No doubt about it. Easy par.
I see you're out and about, so to speak. That's good.
We gotta get out of here.
We're not going anywhere until we have a little chat.
Do you all have these little chats?
Only when necessary.
Is this necessary?
I believe it is. Sit down. You're not going to write this story.
I'm not?
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Are you writing any me?
What if I am?
This is too funny.
Hey, what's so funny?
You are. What are you anyway? Gay? Transsexual? Cross-dresser? What?
My sexual preference is my own affair. My clothing choices, however, are quite obvious.
I've never been threatened by a cross-dresser before. What are you gonna do? Beat me up with your purse?
If I wanted to, I could. You're taking this all too lightly. Tell me, what jury is going to convict a schizophrenic, cross-dressing, retired store clerk of murder? Even you think we're crazy. I know you do. Think about it.
I just want to write a lead story for the newspaper.
Go to City Hall. There's always someone with their hands in the till there.
I want this story.
There is no story here, except about old people living their last days together. These shoes are killing me. I need to change. It's up to Maggie what we do with you now. She's the boss.
I've got to get the hell out of here before something else happens to me. I've got to be prepared for anything. Oh, jeez. My stomach still hurts. I wonder what's in those brownies. I wonder who's going to be next for a little chat.
That would be me.
Not another chat.
Oh, yes, Mr. Percival. We need to discuss your story. Well, Mr. Percival, I'm sure that you're a very good writer, but the veracity of some of your facts could be called into question.
What do you mean?
Never mind about that. All I'm saying is that what you think is a story isn't.
I've got quotes.
Quotes, schmaltz. Why, we'll deny it all. Who do you think the reading public is going to believe is capable of all these lies and deceit? Let me see. A cross-dressing clothing salesman, a balloon-toting, oversexed perfume sales lady, a pill-popping drugstore clerk, an idiot savant golfer, a deaf food court employee, a jilted bride in a wheelchair, a nun, all of them over 65 and pathetically lonely, or a young, egotistical, overly ambitious reporter wannabe. Who's guilty here?
It's my story. I won't give it up.
Then we'll just have to decide what to do with you.
Oh, I have to go.
Oh, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere.
No, I have to go somewhere, no matter what you say, and I'd rather go to your bathroom. I've got to run.
Oh. Well, if he's got the runs, keep him off the carpet. Remember last month when Vivian got sick? Took Barney all day long to get the stain out of the carpet. Of course, it didn't help that everyone kept throwing up from the smell every time they walked by. Did you tell him yet we already get the paper? Look, if he wants a tip for all his trouble, I'll slip him a quarter. Maybe that'll get rid of it.
He's got nothing to do with delivering the paper.
I thought you said he was with the Sentinel.
Oh, yes, he is, but he's a reporter.
Oh, yes. But whether he writes it or delivers it, he's still a paper boy.
Oh, Alethea, I want you to get everyone in here. We need to have another meeting.
Oh, not another meeting. What is it this time? Broccoli or cauliflower? Survivor or Amazing Race? Hell, we're always meeting. Our meetings go on longer than the Oscars. Congress doesn't meet as often as we do. Meeting, meeting.
What? Oh, no.
Jim, I'm going to hold on to this for a minute or two.
Meeting, another damn
true closet.
I can hear you and I am not gay.
Who said you were?
Oh, leave him alone or he'll never come out. We need that bathroom.
I'm just trying to get him all riled up so he won't know what to think.
I'm not coming out. I'm coming out.
Diablo, Salva Maria, not Slave nose.
Seraphina, it's all right. You, Mr. Percival, sit down right there.
Now look what you've done.
But I haven't done anything.
So, it's come to this. It's time for the Inquisition.
I like inquisitions. Someone almost always gets stripped naked.
Oh, no.
No, let's continue. Mr. Percival has decided that if he's going to write that story, no matter what. So what are we going to do about it? Ideas?
Broccoli.
What?
I vote for broccoli.
No, we're not talking about what to eat. We're talking about what to do with the reporter.
Off with his head. He spends way too much time in the bathroom.
Wait, you can't do that.
No, of course not.
Maybe not, but we could use one of these on him. Vivian, how many of these tanks do you need? You have enough helium here to raise the Titanic.
You never know how many balloons it's going to take to get through the day.
We could send Mr. Percival airborne. Who knows where he'd end up? Chances are, he wouldn't remember everything after he hit the ground. Now there's your story. Kent Percival, human rocket.
The first solo flight of a human helium orbiter.
Stop it!
How's it feel to have people laughing at you?
Now that is enough. We all know we are not going to pump helium into anyone.
I could club him with one of these.
No.
You come sit down over there between Alethea and me. I'll protect you.
She's going to protect me from you.
Stop that. You know, you're really kind of cute.
I bet you say let's go, boys.
You got that right.
Willie, what are you finding so funny?
He don't know. Everything.
You took another one of his pills. You took another one of those damn happy pills, didn't you? Didn't you?
Oh, it was getting kind of stressful around here. Therefore, my nerves.
The first one makes him belligerent. The second makes him altogether giddy. God only knows what the third would do to him.
In a few minutes, he'll be fast asleep.
Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me.
For what? Jeez! What's that smell?
Garbage! Gotta get it out of here.
That, my friend, is the smell of reprocessed beans. Let me formally introduce you to our resident chorus, the Flatulent Four, also known as the Old Farts.
Careful, gas attack.
Pretty soon, I'm going to start swinging one of these, and if somebody gets in the way, too bad. We have to decide what to do with it.
Who died and left you in charge?
Albert, that's who.
Who's
A moment of silence for Albert.
Who's Albert?
Albert lived in Henry's room until about 2 years ago when they came and took him away.
Who took him?
They took him, poor soul.
Oh, the men in the white coats?
Oh, no.
Paramedics?
No. They took him.
Albert saw the light.
I saw the light once.
You did not.
I did so. I was going down this long tunnel, and there was a light way off.
Alethea, you never told us.
And this voice was saying, go back, we're full.
No, I don't believe it. Heaven was full?
No, you idiot. It was the usher at the Cineplex. They were sold out. I was in the wrong show.
Oh, I got him.
Maggie, your call.
kill me.
You must be confused.
What does everyone think I'm confused? I tell you, they're certified me insane. They want to fill me up with healing and send me off to God knows where.
Not these nice folks.
That golfer dude said he was going to make me a neck out of his golf club.
Well, that's awfully nice of them. I can see you need to calm down. Something's got you all excited.
Dying at the hands of these lunatics has got me excited. Let me out of here.
Settle down. Maybe you should go to one of those anger management seminars so you can control yourself better. This isn't a prison. They can't keep you here.
Here, take this. Destroy it. I don't want to see it anymore.
What's this? All your work? You sure?
I never been more sure of anything in my life. Open that door and let me out of here.
Okay.
Time?
2 hours and 13 minutes. Good job, everybody. Vivian, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. You only popped my lefty getting away. Boy, am I glad to get rid of those.
Did you see his face when I screamed Diablo? It was precious.
Wake up, Willie. It's over. He's gone.
How long?
Couple hours. Boy, are we getting good.
I think this one was most fun of all.
The real hoot. Thanks again, Barney.
Yes, thank you, son. We couldn't do it without you.
That's all right, Mom. It's kind of fun. Breaks up my day here at the mall. I'll just get rid of this garbage. It is garbage, isn't it?
Of course.
Let me know about next month.
If you want to go to supper with us.
Thanks, Mom, but not this time. Sometimes I think the less I know of, the better. I'll pass today. Oh, and don't forget these.
You have such a good son there, Sarah. He's so good to help us out.
So how we do?
Well, you ate 4 brownies. That's a record.
Zoroastrians, the Spanish mob. It was beautiful.
Oh, look at this. This is his notebook.
Yeah?
Look at all these notes. Look here. Check out Zoroastrians on the internet.
Willie, you gonna be able to stay awake?
Yeah, a little walking around and I'll be fine. I think the next time I'll fake the pills.
No, take them. Take them. We need to keep this real.
I've never seen anybody so frightened before in my life. We are good.
Sure beats Scrabble and jigsaw puzzles for entertainment.
Well, my hat is off to you, Maggie, for this month's game of charades.
Well, it wasn't my idea. It was Vivian's.
I'll take the credit. After being in one of those mystery dinner theater skits, it all seemed so easy. I knew we could pull it off.
You should have seen him when I threatened him with my golf club.
By the way, Jim,
Thanks, what?
Vivian, will you help me out of this?
I'm so glad we found each other. I can't imagine spending my last days with anyone else.
Sure beats a nursing home.
Now don't get maudlin and spoil the mood.
it's very true. Why, without the MBH, living here like this has been a godsend. I don't know what we'd do if we didn't have this place. I know the rent is high, but it's worth it to live like this.
Well, bravo to you, Maggie, for this month's entertainment. Bravo.
Bravo.
So, who's next month?
I want to do a Girl Scout.
No, they're all too young. Remember, we said no one under 21.
There's got to be an old Girl Scout out there somewhere. And besides, think of all our free cookies we could get.
Next month is Sarah's month. I think she should decide. So, what do you say, Sarah?
I think this time we should go for more of a challenge.
Something more of a challenge than the newspaper? I thought that was a stretch.
Sure, we're getting pretty good at this. How about a preacher?
Yes, a preacher. Okay. That could be very interesting.
Wait, does anyone fear the wrath of God?
Hell no, at our age, what's the fear?
The white light. Alethea, that was perfect.
Thank you. That really happened to me. I just been waiting for some place to slip it in.
Well, seeing no objection, next month will be a preacher. A young, impressionable preacher, hungry to save souls. We'll start the research tomorrow. I know. How about an exorcism? Maggie, you're a nun. What do you think?
I think an exorcism would be fun.
Okay then, next month, an exorcism.
Good. I'm hungry. Where are we going to eat?
anywhere but the Mexicali menu. Let's go outside the mall for a change.
Well, we can take my car.
Mine too.
Let's leave this mess till tomorrow. You know how the day after is always such a letdown. This will give us something to do.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, door locked. Let's go celebrate.
Meg,
Yes?
how did you know it would be today and it would be him?
Oh, well, the religion editor at the paper is a former student of mine. He was a good kid. Didn't have to use the yardstick on him. Well, I called him up and asked him if he didn't have a reporter that might want to do a story on my life. But he chuckled. He said, I'm the stuff of movies of the week. Then he told me about this Mr. Percival, and from the way he described him, I knew he'd be perfect for us. Well, today was his day to write a feature story, and a little note slipped in his direction. The rest was history.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, this was so much fun. I even got to smack it with a yardstick, just like the old days. Now, this exorcism, it could be a little tricky, but you know it's too bad next month isn't Halloween month, October.
Maybe not. But there's always the full moon.
Ah,